Hey guys, we're working on some pain in the front of the hip, and so we want to give you some options to restore joint mobility and free up some space there. A lot of times, if the front is closed down, you can get some pinching in the front when you sit or raise your leg up and down. So not only do we work the front of the joint itself to open that up, but we've got some ways that we can create some space there by creating space in the back of the hip joint. And what that looks like is this. And this motion becomes very important because if the hip comes up and runs out of room, it forces the spine into a loaded flexion, and that's where we can start to get into disc herniation type problems. When you squat down, you go past your motion availability in the hip, and then it throws all that stress up into the spine. This is an easy way to restore hip flexion. You're gonna slide the leg through the band again, and then you're just gonna lay back with the band high in the hip. And now you can just hold the knee and relax here. And that band is just gonna slowly sink the hip into the back of the socket. Once you settle in there and get comfortable, we're just gonna do some light pulls on the hip just to add some flexion in with that mobilization. And in rehab terms, this is a mobilization with movement. It works great. So what you wanna do is test by laying back, seeing how far can you pull this leg without the opposite leg moving. So we don't want to pull and see this leg coming up with it. That means the pelvis is starting to move. So pull this down, and the target here is, can the thigh get to the rib cage? And if it can, that's pretty good motion there. If you're stuck in here, add the band back in and spend about 30 to 40 reps pulling into that position, and then you're gonna back out, recheck, see if you picked up some motion. I picked up a little bit just with 5 or 6 reps there. So work on those positions, free up the hip joint, see if you can improve your flexion. That's gonna de-stress your low back. See you later.